What's going on, guys? Gonna jump on here and do a quick little market recap. Bntc, what a epic comeback on this stock. And it just goes to show you always want to try to have an open mind. Anything could happen. Anything is possible. This stock was pretty much the #1 top percentage gainer pre-market and just turned into a turd and sold off from 750s all the way down to 530s. Consolidated, and when you look at that 3-minute or 10-minute time frame, this thing just formed a beautiful rounding bottom right here. Irish Wolf in chat was all over this stock today, calling it out here at 550s. And when I pulled it up, I seen the rounding bottom and it coming up and test into VWAP. I told him in chat, watch for it to pull back down to 6 and then come back up and test that VWAP. But it pulled back, and it even pulled back as far as 550. But nice and steady, stuck around, slowly overtook VWAP again, reclaimed it. And from $6, this thing just perked up. All this volume showed up into it right here. And off to the races it goes. It's just that was a nice end of the day opportunity on Bntc, especially the type of action that we've seen today. This morning, we did the pre-market prep. We had so much gapping up and so much going on pre-market. I was telling everybody there's going to be a lot of FOMO, fear of missing out today in the market after what we seen yesterday on JFIN, TKAT, what was it, IMEX or TX or something? What was it? It was the end of the day spiker yesterday, IMTE. This thing moving in sympathy with TKAT and OCG. This had like a delayed fuse on it, the way it was trading yesterday. And I think that fuse just built up and built up. And when it finally lit, it was just boom, it was gone. I mean, from 650 rips all the way up to $10. Insane move on IMTE. And then today, got a quick nasty pop on it and then slam down. That's the only thing I don't like with IMTE. The surges up and spikes are beautiful, but the pullbacks and the downtrends, they can be nasty. Very nasty. You could just see it all day with the personality of this stock. Ripping up, slamming down here, ripping up, slamming down there, right here, just all over on this thing. So this is why I always say go back, look at the previous price action on the chart to get an idea of a stock's personality. And time again, it just repeats itself and repeats itself. We were watching DLPN this morning. That one was a tricky one to trade. DLPN. Let's pull that up. Look at this chart. Kind of similar to what JFIN did, what, 4 or 5 days ago? JFIN. Right here. On this day right here. Zoom in on that. See all the grind ups on it and just the nasty red candle slam downs on it. Now we go back to DLPN, pretty much the same exact thing. You're going to see that a lot with these low float stocks. You're going to see a lot of death candles, and you're going to see a lot of slow grinds back up to where they fell from. DLPN so many times looked like it was going to go, and for newer traders, they're freaking out. They're like, oh my goodness, this just slammed down again for the 10th time on me when I tried buying the breakout. Well, stop trying to buy the breakout. The charts clearly, look at the chart clearly. It likes to come up to its high, do a death candle, and then grind back up to where it death candled from. Over and over and over and over again. Retest high, retest high, high, retest high, test all highs in here. Retest high, retest high, retest, retest. So it's a range bound stock. And when they slam it down like that and reset it, that's what they're doing. They're resetting it pretty much. They're rotating the supply and demand. That's all they're doing. And they'll do that enough. If there's enough demand pumping into that stock, they'll take it up to the next level. So DLPN, nasty, nasty death candles on this thing. I mean, from $16 slams down to $14. $17 slams down to $15. So we're seeing $2 death candles on this thing. $2. And just look at it. You could see the pattern clear as day. Rips up to high, slam it down, slowly grind it back up to where it slammed down from. Slam it back down, slowly grind it up, get a quick surge, right back up to the area it slammed down from. Slam it down, consolidation, grinding, another slam down, grind it back up, lingering around its highs. It's a nice perk here. Just back and forth, back and forth. So I see a lot of new people and newer traders get burnt on these types of charts. They're more advanced charts, I would say. Because newer people, and I'm not trying to pick on you guys, but you're taught and your emotions, you don't understand the emotional side of trading yet. You're going after these breakouts because it's your natural instinct. You ever hear of the saying, buy fear, sell greed? But in the sad reality of it, these newer people that come in here, they're buying greed and they're selling fear. So when they think a stock's about to run and break out to new highs, that greed comes in where they think the stock's just going to keep pushing up and making new highs on the day. That kicks in, they buy, and then they realize they buy at the top. It's human nature. It's completely normal. And another thing, this is why I always say, if you're interested in day trading and you're going to start learning about this, you're really going to start learning about yourself. You're going to learn things about you that you would have never even realized or thought of. People that wear their emotions on their sleeve, they're going to be horrible at day trading. Horrible. Because this is an emotional game. You got to learn to recognize your emotions, handle your emotions, and take advantage of other people who can't handle their emotions. Am I right? So DLPN. Today was a back and forth day for me. I started out right green in the money, and then I gave it back. And then I would make it back, give it back, make it back, give it back. And then I finally pushed up into the green, and then things did unravel for a moment, but I was able to save myself. I'm up on the day, but I'm not up much. Total on the day, I'm up $460. I was up at one point $2,000, but we'll talk about it. I got a good one for you guys. So Bntc, I took a loss on this. We'll talk about that in a second. The stock that I made out really good on was DLPN. I read this stock like a textbook today. Stock would surge up, death candle down, buy, ride the slow grind up, and then sell. Back and forth, back and forth. Traded a total of 36,000 shares on it, but I'm buying 3,000 share lots, riding it up, selling, repeat the process. So I locked in 20 grand on this. And then YVR, 500 bucks on this. I think I gave back some profits on this. This stock was just a total turd today. It really was. TKAT. Now, TKAT, there was a lot of talk on this. Even Madaz was tweeting about TKAT. We all thought TKAT was going to get a run today up to $100. If it's running up to $74, the next level's going to be $100. So falls below VWAP, then comes back up and reclaims VWAP. And at that time, Powell starts doing his speech. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, Powell's doing his speech. There's a chance that he might say something that will excite and burst this stock. And that's when it gets its run to 100. So I take a position right here when it's pulling back. 2,000 shares. And I was up real quick. I didn't lock it in. I wanted that big push up to new high of day, $100. This was going to be a home run trade for sure. But it just didn't work out. I cut it and I moved on. Now it's all the way down to what? 46 bucks. I think it's about over with. I traded SINO this morning as well. It was really just back and forth this morning. Yesterday we were talking about SINO pushing up to $10 because if you look at the chart on SINO, and zoom out on it, it actually looks really good. See, what we were looking at was it had this big move right here, and it pulled back, and it just went sideways. And it's been gearing back up to this level over here. And we were anticipating for it to push up to $9, even $10 up here. But no follow through just ever happened on it, and it just fizzled out. So this morning, when SINO perked up, right here, ran up to almost $9. I got in on it on the pullback to VWAP, and it perked up to back up to 890. I added onto my position thinking that this was it, and it just stalled out, fell down below VWAP, and I had to sell it for a loss. $3,000. I took a loss on it. I added on another 3,000 shares just before it was about to break $9. Now, Bntc, I want to talk about this one. This one's an interesting one. So Bntc was curling up right here, up to VWAP at $6. And Oh, this would have been such a good one. Such a good one. When it was pushing up to VWAP right here and playing around in this area, I loaded up 25,000 shares looking for that big surge up over VWAP. I took a pretty big loss on it. And from 650s, it came all the way down to 6. And I said, if it drops below 6, I'm going to cut it. I had to cut it. Look at that. So I'm loading up 25,000 shares just below VWAP, anticipating that surge up over VWAP. It pulled back and started falling below 6. I had to cut it because I was holding large size. This thing pulls back 75 cents a dollar. That's a $25,000 loss. So, and then it comes all the way back up and goes crazy like that, all the way up to $10. Holding 25,000 shares, getting a $5 run to the upside, that would have been $125,000. So when it was heating up here at the end of the day, I traded it a few times and I was able to make back most of what I lost. And I was able to push myself up green on the day, but just barely. I'd much rather take that than be in red. So today's one for the books. I'll put it behind me, move on. Tomorrow's a new day. I knew there was going to be FOMO in the market today with all the big runners yesterday and all these stocks gapping up really big. It was a tough one. It was a tough one for sure. So at least I ended it green. I'd much rather end green, even if it's $20. I'd much rather end green than being red. That's the whole goal. Every day, every week is to close green every day and close green every week. That's the big goal. Because if you focus on closing green every week, that leads to being consecutive, and being green for the month leads to consistency. So we got, you know what it is, making money with the wolf pack all day, every day. Yup, we're out here, man, every day in the Discord. How you guys been liking those pre-market preps? We started doing the pre-market prep on Monday, 30 minutes before the open, and getting you guys pumped up and laying out a game plan before the market even opens. We called it pre-market. We said there was going to be a lot of FOMO. Take a step back. Don't chase after these stocks and let the easy setup plays come to you. And reflecting back, look at how hard it was today. At one point, and I took a picture of it. No, I deleted it, but it's in the chat. At one point, 98% of the stocks were, look at that. 98% of stocks were making new lows on the day. So today was a bad day to be chasing after breakouts. 2% of stocks were making new highs. And to be honest, those stocks were probably Bntc and DLPN. But I think you guys did a good job today in chat, most definitely. Keeping it together, being disciplined, not just jumping at anything and everything. And just because we're traders does not mean we have to trade every day. We sit and we wait for opportunity to come to us. Hawk Driver, IMTE announced share offerings today. 708K shares at $6.50 per share. Dang, that sucks. That's why it had a big drop. Having control process, cool, patient, disciplined, focused, attentive. John King, can you talk about stop loss? Curious how much wiggle room you have per trade. If you want to talk more about that, John King, sign up for the membership and I'll get into detail about that. Pre-market prep is 100% money. Good to hear the pre-market prep's working out, guys. So every day, guys, starting at 8:30 a.m., I fire up the stock scanners. I stream it live in the pre-market prep. And then at 8:50 to 9:20, I jump in, share my screen, get on the mic, and we run down all the top stocks, pre-market, what's to expect, the game plan, get you guys focused, get your head leveled. And then 10 minutes before the open, jump into the chat and get to work. Get that money. Pre-market prep is a very, very helpful thing, makes us feel like we are not alone, and allows us to get everything straight in our heads before we even start to trade each day. That's good. That's what I want to hear. This morning, especially with all of these stocks like Bntc, I know the feeling. You wake up and you look at these charts and you see, wow, this thing was at $3 and now it's gapping up to $8. And it looks like it's gearing up to possibly push up to $10. You get all excited and you're like, yeah, this thing's going to rock and roll today. Surge up, maybe even go supernova. Then when that market opens, you get a quick little pop and then it fizzles out and slams down hard. And then if you're under PDT, you just burnt the day trade. And then how irritating is it if you run out of day trades, if you're under PDT, you sold it for a loss, and then later on in the day, the stock runs up and just goes crazy. That would really, really mess with your head. It really would. Love the PM prep, PRD. Awesome. That's what I want to hear. So we'll continue doing that every day. And I enjoy it myself. You know, even some of you guys will call out stocks that I didn't even pay attention to. And it's a good way for all of us to grow and connect, build as a team. That's what I want here at Trading Learning 101 and with the Wolf Pack. Every single day we show up, we're a team working together. We have each other's backs. We're calling stuff out. We have multiple eyes in the market. We're working together. And when you're working together as a wolf pack, it's much better than working alone. Because when you're alone, all you have is yourself and your thoughts. And you're scrambling around. You're all on Twitter, StockTwits, YouTube. You're on Twitter, like, oh, what are these guys saying? Here's his watch list. Let me click on that. Freaking out. It shouldn't be like that. Trust me, I've been doing this for 6 years. You want to be a part of a community. You want to be a part of a community. Because doing it alone, one, it's lonely. Who are you going to talk to? there's nobody really you could talk to about this type of stuff. Can't talk to your wife or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friends, because what do they know about the stock market and day trading? They don't really know much about it. They just know stocks go up and they go down. Kevin McCann says, how do I upgrade my membership? So if you just click on my YouTube channel, I got to sign back in. So if you just go to my YouTube channel and click the join button, well, first you're going to have to go into your settings. So first you'll have to click on your settings, and then there should be a section in here, purchases and memberships. You're going to want to click on that. And then in here, it should have your membership to my channel. What you're going to want to do is cancel that membership. And then you're going to want to go back to my channel. You're going to want to click that join button. You're going to want to re-sign back up for the Wolfpack Ultimate Pass. Click the join, and it'll take care of you. Send me a message that you upgraded, and I'll take care of you. There was a few of you guys already that upgraded, and there's a few new members, actually. They just sent me messages last night. There's 4 new members in the chat. So, you guys, this Wolfpack is getting bigger and bigger. Our team is growing. So, that's something to be proud of. We're almost at 100 members. That's insane. 100 members. So, a Wolfpack of 100 out here all working together. 100 eyes in the market calling out stocks. What are they thinking? What are they trading? Their thoughts. I'm already blown away, and I'm proud of what I've created here. For real. We're out here every single day on that grind, getting that money, working together, and you guys are learning and coming a long way. I've seen a lot of you guys come in here complete noobs. And over the course of time, watching you develop and getting better and better, and now you're calling out shots, to me, that's a satisfaction right there. Like, that dude right there was calling out just garbage a couple months ago. Now he's seeing all these different setups, calling them out with confidence in chat. It's amazing. It really is. Hmm. 10-4, got it. All right, cool. Let's get it, guys. You're going to go crazy when you see what you're missing out on. Exactly. There's a lot in hey. What do I know? I'm adding stuff every day for you guys. Why? Because I love doing this. I love doing this. It's all about passion. If you don't have passion for what you're doing, so tomorrow, guys, I think things will rebound very nicely tomorrow. The SPY took a dump today, but keep in mind, when the SPY and these indexes pull back, have corrections, what always happens? It leads to great trades in the future. I mean, look at what the SPY did right here on the 10-minute, it came all the way back up right here, over pretty much 70% right there. So when it starts bouncing, and now when you look back the past few days, we've seen a lot of stocks go on some crazy rips and moves. It just, corrections are good things. You don't want to see an index, especially the S&P 500, just go up and 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 up nonstop. Think of stocks like people. Think of indexes like people. They're going to want to pull back, take a break, push up. And period as well, when the indexes start going red, everybody freaks out. Everybody. You start seeing CNBC talking about potential correction or a bear market. What they're doing is trying to scare investors, because this is where everybody has their retirement money and their retirement funds. So if you're about to retire in 5 years, market's at all-time highs, you turn on the news and they're talking about bear market, you're like, yeah, right, I'm taking my money out. So what else did we have pop off today? Let's see. GameStop. You guys were talking about GameStop. This had a nice push up to $200. And I just got news that Robinhood just filed for their IPO. Yep, Robinhood reportedly files confidentially for IPO. You guys, when Robinhood's IPO comes out, that is going to be a crazy day. A crazy day. You know how many people are anticipating that IPO? A lot. GameStop might even go crazy. KOSS, all these meme stocks. Another good call out from chat today. Irish Wolf called out Rocket. This had a great surge this morning from 23 all the way up to almost 25, and then pulled back and consolidated the rest of the day, but fell apart at the end. Nice bounce play to the upside. You see how it did that? Here, we'll look at it on a 10-minute. So it had this downtrend right here. Let me get my line. So it had this downtrend, and then it went sideways like that. After you see a downtrend and you see sideways, keep an eye on it, because a lot of times you'll get a good bounce to the upside, back up to the area where it started to fall from. It's all about how you look at these charts. And if you look at charts and just blow through charts every day, break them down candle by candle, and look at, what was that one? YRV? YVR. Here's a good one today. On the 3-minute. So somebody was watching this in chat, and this stock ran from 5 up to 750, pulled back, came, VWAP was resistance, all right here. And they were watching it, and they said YVR coming up to VWAP. And I'm sure they might have been anticipating that break, and surge up over VWAP. I'm telling you guys, if you pay attention to these candlesticks, they give you so much information, and majority of people look over them. Look at right there at the VWAP at the top. What is that? That's a doji. So if you see a doji at the top of a trend, that means a reversal's coming. Sure enough, stock fell back down, came back up, fell down even lower. There's this, what's this one called? It's called I think that's a dragonfly doji. Dragonfly or tombstone doji, where the buyers brought it up and then the sellers were able to bring it back down. The bears won that one. But nice reversal off of that. Back down. And look at that wick right there. There's a buyer there propping it up. Stock comes back up. And then, boom, slams down. I don't know what's going on right there. Might be a glitch in the chart. But I remember Cupcake in chat. She ordered a big stack of index cards, all candlesticks. And she's going to go off and study and learn about those candlesticks. Dedication. That's the way I started as well. When I was just starting and learning, I actually made my own flashcards on candlesticks. I caught a little money at 10 a.m. on HOTH. Thanks for your AM call out. That's what we do, man. Multiple eyes in the market. HOTH. Had a nice... Let me get my line. Just snapping on the trend line here, connecting all of the lower highs. Geared up right here. From 270s, pushed all the way up just over 10. This wouldn't really be a chart that I would have traded. But we're all different. Everybody sees different patterns and opportunities in charts. That's why I'm not a really big believer. And a lot of people say, give me all of your trading strategies. Give me one of your trading strategies. It's kind of hard to do that because I may feel comfortable trading this one strategy, but you and your personality, you may not like that strategy. Maybe this strategy and the stock moves way too fast for you, and you have that type of personality where you like stocks that like to move slower and take their time and build up and slowly but surely push and pull back. Me, I'm the type of trader, I like stocks that rip up, rip down, violent price action. That's the type of trader that I am. Somebody else, that may freak them out. I may hold on to a stock and be comfortable with the 50-cent pullback. Somebody else would be freaking out. You get where I'm going with that? I have an E-Trade account. It's just a little side account I have on the side. It's nothing. I like to have money and multiple brokers because you never know. And plus, you earn more interest on your money sitting in a broker than you do a bank account anyway. I still have the E-Trade account, but I thought I mentioned when I was doing the E-Trade thing that I'm not really going to mess around with E-Trade much. I'll have it, but I'm not going to do anything crazy with it. I did trade one stock on it though today with here, I'll show you guys. I traded one stock on it just to try it out. I forgot what I traded on it, to be honest. Let me see. It says got my password. Give me a second. I'm loading it up. Me personally, I like to have a brokerage account on the side because you never know when opportunity could come up. Maybe use it for swing trading, but I don't really ever swing trade. I'll maybe swing a stock maybe 2 times a year. That's it. I'm not much of a swing trader. So here's my account. I traded DLPN. I made $1,100 on it today. I just took one trade to test it out because I've never really traded with E-Trade before, and I've never traded with this platform. I picked up like 1,000 shares of DLPN. Yeah, I bought 1,000 shares at $12.97 and sold it at $14. Nice $1 pop on it. Put $1,000 in my pocket. I'll take it. But I won't be doing a lot of trading on E-Trade. I just have it open, funded, let the interest collect on the money, and if there's an opportunity that pops up, like I said, that's just like, this is easy money if I buy in and hold it for a couple days. That type of opportunity. That's when I like to swing trade, when I just see gimmies in the market. But my main day trading is on TD Ameritrade. I like trading with TD Ameritrade. It's simple, it's easy. I like the ladder that they have right here. I like it that I can just sit on the ask to sell a position. I like the easy buttons. I like how you can separate the time and sales, only showing large orders here, all your regular orders. It's easy. The only thing I don't like with it are the charts. The charts are just, they're ugly. They really are. It's ugly compared to Street Smart Edge. Now look at how much crisp and clean those candlesticks look. Now look at TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim. But with every broker, guys, they're going to have their pros and they're going to have their cons. You know, the cons with Thinkorswim, the charts are ugly, and that's it. The charts are ugly. But they have all kinds of cool indicators and custom think scripts that you can make, you can get from other people. Navigating it's easy. They have a built-in squawk box. The stock scanner on it is not bad. And then a broker like Street Smart Edge, Charles Schwab, the charts are crisp, clean, easy to navigate. I like how I can just zoom in and out like that. The news is phenomenal. They include SEC filings with the news. But day trading with Charles Schwab, they're garbage. All because they have a margin list. Now with TD Ameritrade, I can trade and trade and trade and trade and trade. I don't have to worry about is this stock under the margin list. That's what I like about TD Ameritrade. I can just keep trading and trading and trading anything nonstop. I can trade 1 million, 2 million shares in a day if I wanted, nonstop. With Charles Schwab, you have to go off, check to see if the stock's marginable. If the stock's non-marginable, then you got to check to see if you have enough cash in your account. You know, that's just too much. I shouldn't be restricted when you know, you're only making it harder on yourself. You really are. Blah. E-Trade Pro, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure it'll take some getting used to. I think it could be a little bit easier in the way you navigate it. Things are a little bit confusing with it. But for the most part, even E-Trade Pro has a few cool things that Charles Schwab doesn't have, Thinkorswim doesn't have. I like how on E-Trade they have that thing that highlights the tick count. So it'll be like green, 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 green. Red tick, red tick, red tick, red tick. So you can get an idea of the strength in the ticks. DLPN's not at $21, is it? Wow. That's opportunity, guys. Learn this game. That's insane. From $16 to $22. That's a $6 move. $23 now. These are life-changing moves here, guys. If you're not learning and studying this game and you're just wanting hot stock picks, you're going about this all wrong. Why wouldn't you want to learn to be self-efficient and make your own money doing what you want and trading what you want? That's crazy. Yeah, PRD just texted me in the chat. DLPN 21. I sent out all of your guys' shirts. PRD, who was it? Dub, and who else was it? But I sent out all of your guys' shirts. They should have tracking numbers. It says it should be to you by the first week of April. So thanks for participating in the giveaway, guys, and I hope you guys like the shirts. Wow, DLPN. In total, that's a $13 move. This morning it was at $10. Now it's hitting 23 bucks. Said something about consolidate, and then the stream bot took it away. I hate when I hit mute on that mic. I really do. I forget all about it. Stock consolidates after downtrend, gets a good bounce. Called it DLP and parabolic watch in chat, but the market makers were busy shaking out confidence all day. You nailed it right on the head, PRD. Yup. Today was a tough one. It really was. We put DLPN on parabolic watch way early in the day. Way early. Let's see. Even put a a big siren with it. Right here at 10:30. DLPN on parabolic watch with the big siren. You guys sign up. This is what you guys will get. You'll get a chat filled with traders having multiple eyes in the market. Just pretty much giving you guys the stocks that are in place so you don't have to search around for them. All you got to do is pay attention to the chat. Like everybody's talking about DLPN. Everybody's talking about BTCH or whatever that one was. Wow. Yeah, DLPN. It'd be interesting to see where this gaps up tomorrow. I'm not going to pay attention more to it though. My day's done. I'm going to wrap it up. If you guys ain't in the chat, I don't know what you're waiting on. Join the team. Join the wolf pack. We're in here every day, guys. In here growing, getting better every single day as traders and as a team. So many new perks that I've just added. I've added pre-market scanners streaming to you guys starting at 8:30 a.m. From 8:50 to 9:20, we do the pre-market prep, running through all the top stocks in play for this day. What's the game plan? What's any events upcoming during the current day? We got the Monday through Friday chat. I'm running through the Flash SEC, going through SEC filings to see if there's any of these stocks that have warrants offerings. It's a great community here. It really is. But all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Be safe out there. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow in chat. Have a good night. If it was a red day, don't beat yourself up. It happens. It's all about how you pick yourself up and continue forward after that red day. Stay on that study grind. Show up every day. Get that screen time under your belt, guys. It's very important. Risk management is number one. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community. Like I always say, guys, have that patience, have that discipline. Study, study, study. Later.